between two cars and overtakes. Unbelievable manoeuvre from Seppin. Nice smoke galore at the front. Oh, what's going to happen here? The back. Looks like Mr. Brisket and Dom T are both making early. Oh, no! Just go for it. Where's he going to be? Anyway, as the community. Oh, yeah, it always turns to shambles. Well, our specials talking to shambles. Oh my days! It's handed up. And that looks. I'm gonna call this early doors. That looked like a takeout. Oh no! Spoon! Oh no! Oh! This ain't a ball, please. Oh! Wow! 123.9. Oh no! There's a late winner. He's that. Well, Spoon, you out of nowhere. Six of that. They want him in. Oh, what a rubbish track we joined that was. What a move! Is he going to make it stick though? Tough corner to make it stick on. Is he going to go round the outside? Unbelievable! Oh! Wow! Wow! Wow!
Fantastic move.
The most dynamic commentary duo on Twitch.
The fastest growing racing community on Discord.
Welcome to the NoobGamerz.
So, are you ready? Because we're ready. Welcome to the NoobGamerz Studios. As ever, your Thursday night entertainment starts right here, right now. Silence befalls the studio this evening in anticipation for an epic night of racing. It is, of course, our grand finale. Season 14 IndyCar Championship is coming to a close this evening, and there can, of course, be only one winner of the championship. Who's it going to be? There's only one way to find out, and that's by sticking live with us here in the NoobGamerz Studios for every single second of the action tonight. It looks like people are rolling into the channel this evening, whether you're on Twitch or whether you're live on Facebook. Welcome to the stream this evening, and it's a fantastic opportunity for me to also welcome my sidekick as we take you through an amazing evening of entertainment. And his name is Jamie, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, mate. All right?
How are you?
Yeah, good. What's going on? Is the Ethan shirt your favourite?
It's very comfy, it has to be said.
Yeah, it looks good, actually. It's quite stylish. Now, if I didn't know better, I'd think that was some kind of like global fashion brand, Ethan Streetwear.
It will be. Don't worry about that. Anyway, Jamie, early doors this evening. Yourself, my good friend, you've subscribed for 20 months. Took's thinking, I want to be up in that legion of legendary heroes in the 20-month subscription league. And he's done exactly the same thing, but this time, Took's actually used real money.
He's one-upped me, yeah. He's one-upped me. But, you know, I've had the last laugh because I'll be having 33% of that money. So, thanks, Took. Bob, can you turn to the side, Ryan? We need to see the
I
pets.
just go, whoa. Get the
do a
Ethan
little
shirt
flex
going.
or-
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's get all this
I mean,
going, is it?
everyone will be buying. Let me put the merch link because everyone wants to buy an Ethan top now.
Exactly.
But Bob, I didn't see any. Oh, maybe zoom in a bit.
Yeah,
You want
lots of zoom needed, But it is the #1 selling t-shirt on our merch store still. It is very, very close to being knocked off the top. I won't reveal the winning t-shirt until it actually does get into #1 spot. But if you want to keep the Ethan tee in the #1 spot, you can, of course, purchase it yourself. The Legionary tee has joined the league table. Jamie, as you know, Legionary sported his own brand on Monday night, of course, for the race room. But it just goes to prove, hey, everyone loves NoobGamerz merch. We get loads of good feedback on it, and you know, we're pretty biased, but we'd recommend it, wouldn't we, mate?
Of course we would, yeah. Global brand, as Taco says, confirmed. Yeah. I mean, it is actually, because there's one in the UK live. We can see it now. We know we've seen evidence, photographic style, of one in America.
Yeah.
It's gone global, mate. I mean, it's either side of the world. Yeah. You asked the question early on, Ryan, who's going to win the championship? I can tell you now, it's Alex Jameson. So.
Okay, thanks for clearing that one up. But who's going to come second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, eight?
Absolutely no idea. Could be anyone.
And also, Jamie, oval racing this evening is back. Of course, the very first race of the championship saw Javanice Day steal the victory from the rest of the competitive field. So oval racing isn't necessarily, you know, so obvious in terms of who's going to win.
It's not. No, it's definitely not. It's much more open. It levels the playing field, doesn't it? Right, we always say. There's lots of opportunities for other people to come to the fore. There's a bit of luck. There's less technical corners, obviously, to master. So
well, I mean, there's just one long one, isn't it?
There's just one long corner, really, isn't it?
Left.
It's just pathetic, really. Isn't it? Pathetic. Who invented this nonsense? I mean, you know, Alex obviously got an advantage on the normal tracks. Clearly, he does, given the speed he's demonstrated. But on a track like this and a race like this, yeah, absolutely, even playing field, right. Interestingly, in practice, the game's random selection, no one's set a lap yet, it's put Javanice Day first, Ryan. So, is that a sign?
It could well be a sign of what's to come this evening, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, we do like oval racing. It's a bit different. I mean, I'm looking forward to Jimmy's performance tonight. He's been given the absolute big uns in the NoobGamerz staff chat between the three of us about, the false feedback's really hard on this circuit. It's like, it's an oval, Jim. How hard can it be, mate? But we'll look forward to him being able to hold on to his wheel this evening and hopefully making it round the track in one piece. But Jamie, it's about time we see the cars for themselves as we head down to trackside. Do you think now is a good time to give the people what they really come to see?
No, I think before we do that, I need to read out Ben's comment. Okay. Is Ryan wearing an Ethan shirt the equivalent of John Terry turning up in a full Chelsea kit?
Come on, Ben. I'm literally a walking advertisement for NoobGamerz right now. That's what I am.
Ben might be my new favourite chatter, right? He always gives us gold, doesn't he?
He does. Looking forward to Ben's chats this evening, of course. That is one of his highlights that he brings to the channel. And given, his football chat already, Jamie, I'm sure he's got some absolute belters in store for us this evening.
Absolutely, of course he is. Yeah, now, I now give my permission to go to the track, right?
Jimmy, you're so full of S. He knows it. You know it. Jamie knows it. But what we do definitely know is let's get down to the track because we're going to see another evening of epic racing. Let's get it on, people. Come with me. Oh, here we go then, Jamie. Cameraman nearly got a quick shoe in there as I came in blurry. I'll have to have words in the studio. But 11 minutes of qualifying to go, Jamie. And a new name at the top of the leaderboard thus far. And he lives down Drury Lane.
He does, but he's not there at the moment. He is, of course, at the track. Muffin Man, 37.6. But look how close Merkman is behind him, Ryan. You literally couldn't get closer with that time.
It's amazing. And that's the thing that I love about the oval racing. Merkman, he was what? Probably just below mid-pack. No.
Stop. You have to stop. Someone screenshot this now. Clip this right now. Jimmy H. Official is on provisional pole position.
Oh, no.
No, please.
Oh no, I did make Jim a promise, didn't I? Again, in the exclusive NoobGamerz staff
You did.
chat room earlier, that it would be tops off for the lads if Jimmy does take a victory this evening. I'm hoping he's not colluded with the whole field on that. But I mean, is this real? Is this happening?
I mean, look at him. He's getting so much toe. He's loving it. He's loving it. Yeah, clip this right now. He's still on pole, Ryan. It's been like half a minute.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. But what I was saying, Jamie, is people like Mertman,
Sorry.
it gives them an opportunity to get in amongst the top of the leaderboard tonight, which is great to see because we like seeing new names in and around the top positions, don't we?
Well, for example, like Jim.
Yeah.
I mean, you were saying earlier, weren't you? It's you like the races because anyone can win.
Yeah.
And I said to you, what, even Jim? And you went, let's not get carried away. Well, you know what? He's making you eat your words at the moment.
I mean, look, if he wins, absolutely fair play to him.
You'll be getting your top off.
Tops off for the lads if Jimmy H
Yeah.
Official takes the crown this evening. But of course, there's a whole hour of racing ahead of us, Jamie, after this qualifying session. So still plenty of time for things to go wrong.
Bob, don't ruin it for us. Bob says Jimmy knows pole is disadvantages. Bob, don't use logic, please. We've never ever seen Jimmy on pole position in a qualifying session, Bob. Please let us just have this moment. Anyway, Ryan, you know who else is here? It's the farmer himself, the farm Meister General, it's McDonald.
I love McDonald. Hopefully he can deliver on the track this evening, because we just like the man himself, don't we, Jamie? Just like the man himself.
Of course we do. We like everyone, Ryan. But here he is the man you're sponsoring tonight. It seems. Oh, he's just popped himself. Well, you've got his top off. He's popped back into the kit. Another man we of course love is Yera-san, Ryan.
Yes, we do love Yera-san. Very consistent is Yera-san, of course, and I'm sure. Oh.
And he's consistently pipped.
Well, you say pip, Jimmy. They've got the exact same time. What's that all about?
Well, there must be another decimal place we can't see, Ryan.
Wow.
I mean, that is close.
That is
really certainly
close.
close.
I've just seen that someone's tried, because again, Nightbot not performing as we need it to this evening. Nightbot's popped in. He's just stopping people putting links in. So I popped it in there for people who do want to memorise and store that in their archives for that time when Jimmy was top of the leaderboard. How funny would it be, though, everybody, if Jim basically didn't get pole through the game, just deciding it didn't want to give it to him? Although Yera-san has actually gone a little bit quicker.
There it is, yeah, but still, he's up there, right? Although it's very, very close. I mean, the whole 1st to 26th is split with under a second, as of course we're, expecting in this format. Yeah,
no, it's very, very close, and that's why we like oval racing. To be quite frank, still error trying to donate.
I mean, the one thing.
Yeah, but it's not our fault though. But this is the issue, because it's not our fault, because we can't actually affect this. We might just need to change the provider who does that, because actually we did receive a donation earlier on today, as it happens, through that source. So we know it works. But Jamie, talking of making things work, Duncan's made his times work on the circuit, and little sis Duncan will be beaming from ear to ear as he's now stepped up to the mark and grabbed pole.
I was just going to say, everyone I click on goes pole immediately, so I was going to ask you, who do you want me to click on next?
Let's give Nashi a shot, shall we? Oh, he's in the pits.
He's in the pits. Yeah. Anyone else?
Psycho Lizard.
Psycho Lizard. There we go. Psycho Lizard, prepare to be on pole position.
Imagine if that were
my friend. What has happened with Jim, Yera-san, and Duncan now? Where's the snow, says Martin Town, and the thunder?
Yeah, we were joking on the Discord channel today that Jimmy suggested should he just pop rain on for a laugh, and I said, well, if you're going to do rain, you might as well do snow, mate, and really mix it up. But obviously he's decided against it for tonight's race. 12 positions within 1/10. I know, it's mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad.
It is crazy. I mean, it is a 37-second lap, which is effectively holding left and keeping your foot to the floor. But, other than that, great camera. I'm just messing with him, of course. Bob's suggesting Jimmy's playing tactically right. He knows third position is the optimal starting position to get the toe and the advantage at the start. Ryan, thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's what he's playing at all. I genuinely think he would have loved to have been on pole. The thing we've got to remember about this racing, though, ladies and gents, is we jest about it just being one big circle and you just turn left and it's easy. But the concentration levels required. You know, we're not having like a 40-minute, 30-minute race. We've got an hour-long race tonight. Concentration levels at the speeds. Jamie, it's probably a good time we can pop up the speedo if you're able to do that for us, my friend. Look at this. 200 and nearly 240 miles an hour Q-Blocks is just going around this little bend at the moment. You know, if suddenly someone spins, if suddenly someone hits a wall and spins in front of you, crashes, whatever, your reactions have got to be absolutely on point, haven't they?
Absolutely insane, yeah. I mean, we've got a century of laps for you tonight, Ryan, haven't we? A century of laps out there. Bob, is damage on? Well, Bob, that's a fantastic question. Thanks very much for asking. Of course, Ryan, as the fastest growing sim racing community, specifically aimed at beginners and intermediates, damage is, of course, not on for this particular race, given the, you know, the likelihood of some pretty severe carnage with these flimsy cars at 250 miles an hour.
Yes, 99% of the time in the NoobGamerz community we do have damage on in our races because of course we want to make it as realistic as possible, but given these beasts are literally made out of paper mache, we've decided for this particular championship it was going to be turned off. But look at this tow train going at the moment, Jamie. This is insane.
Yeah, we've got a century of laps in the race, but with a mandatory pit stop. At some point you've got to do at least one pit stop to tick that box in, of course, Ryan, what is the fastest growing sim racing community, specifically in beginners and intermediates. Thank you for your time.
I think have you been in with the marketing department today at all?
I popped in to just, you know, they like to see the bosses, don't they? Just raise morale and stuff, and they were all just chanting it, Ryan, on their lunch break, which is a bit weird, but they wanted me to chant it with them. So yeah, very much in my head today. Speaking of in the head though, Vader Monkey J, Ryan, a class DJ, you know, a world famous DJ, Ryan, in real life. In
real life indeed, and interestingly, Jamie, sporting a livery of custom variety tonight. Although it's got a few bumps and scrapes from his times out on the track so far, good to see the NoobGamerz logo on the side. He's got his own logo, the Vader Monkey is on there too. And you know, we like to mix it up with some custom liveries from time to time, don't we?
Of course we do. Guess who's here? It's Overdone Pancake, Ryan.
Welcome.
He's here.
He's here. I like it. Overdone Pancake, welcome to the party. Because it is a party as we celebrate the end of the IndyCar Championship. This is, of course, the final race, the final opportunity for our competitors to grab maximum points. And Alex Jameson, Jamie, is not far off getting maximum position out on there as he grabs himself second place so far. So he's getting in amongst it early doors.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, as you said earlier on, the very first race of the season was IndyCar. Alex Jameson coming, I think, sort of around 10th, I think he finished, didn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, looking to correct that here. Won all the road track races, of course. Bob saying, what's next season? I think it's GT3s? One of the GT classes, anyway.
GT3s.
Yeah. Yeah, Tacos, I might sign up for next season. Nobsy, hello, lovely people. Should Nobsy be racing, right?
Where is he?
Up to him. Well, he's in the chat. Obviously, shouldn't you be racing?
Lack of RAM.
Streaming Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. I mean, if you've got enough RAM to stream Call of Duty, you've probably got enough RAM for this, haven't you?
Maybe you wanted to do both at the same time.
Well,
Jamie, have we just seen something monumental in the channel, though?
Talk to me.
There's a few words from Bob Hump ushered. I might sign up for next season. Are we going to see the return of one of the greatest NoobGamerz champions to the track?
Should we butter him up and really just like really play to his ego so that he comes back? Yeah. Although we try that with Christopheles and it doesn't always work.
No.
You know, I've said it many times, Ryan, when I was sure he wasn't in the chat listening.
Yeah.
Because you know I don't want to know this, but you know, quite often I think, yeah, you know, I've said, arguably Bob is probably the quickest racer we've seen, Ryan, in the NoobGamerz leagues.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Well, Jamie, we've got a lot of thoughts on it, and luckily for the viewers at home,
well, exactly.
One day soon we might be putting on an event. Well, I say we might. We're definitely putting on an event. We're not going to tell you when. We're not going to tell you who. We're not going to tell you what's going on. But we are planning something behind the scenes. It's all a bit hush hush because we want it to be, you know, a big occasion for everyone. Where we're hoping to find out who will be the quickest person to have ever graced us with their presence. So that could be a lot of fun if we can pull it off.
Yeah, we got to try and some of these drivers have gone on to big things, Ryan. Major superstars now in the driving world. So we're having to splash the cash. That's why your donations are so important, is to try and pull them back for a big event, Ryan. So we'll see what comes out.
We will indeed. At the moment, though, Duncan can see no one in front of him as he remains in first place, very narrowly ahead of Alex Jameson. And great to see Psycho Lizard, Jamie. Obviously, you did jump on board with him to try and cheer him onto pole. He managed third, which is pretty good. Jimmy H. Official now down to a lowly 9th position.
Pathetic, really, isn't it? Absolutely pathetic. Not improved his time at all, Ryan.
But anyway, Duncan, Alex Jameson, Psycho Lizard currently your top 3. Great to see Andre Hildebrand and Merckman Mercedes up there as well in 4th and 5th. With Yeresan Javaniste, of course, the winner from the Oval last time out. Squid Flipper in 8th. Jimmy H. Official and Buzzer Whack. Now, Jamie, a lot of those boys and girls in the top 10 you wouldn't normally put up there, but this is the beauty of oval racing.
It is, yeah. Andre, your famous line for him is his steady mid-pack consistency, but there he is up in 4th, right? One off the podium currently. 5 seconds to go, so everyone out there will get at least one lap in, won't they? So short. So we'll see. I mean, Jim is out there, so maybe we should just nip on with Jim for the last try, Ryan. Currently down in 10th now.
Okay, and of course I did mention Beauty, Jamie, and she's only going to drop by at the same time. JD Wild, the hero that is JD Wild, who loves a cheeky gifted sub from time to time. She's not only subscribed herself for 4 months running as Jimmy does a pirouette for her live on stream, but she's also gifted a tier 1 sub to Overdone Pancake, Jamie.
Absolute scenes. Undoubtedly the best Twitch viewer, Ryan.
Yes.
So generous. Thanks, JD Wild.
That was for you. Says Jimmy H. So here we go then. The final standings from qualifying. The top 10 looks like this. It's Duncan, Alex Jameson, Psycho Lizard, Andre, Buzzerwhack grabbing 5th place with Merckman in 6th, Yeresan 7th, Javaniste 8th, Squid Flipper 9th, and Flibberty Gibbet pipping Jimmy to a top 10 position late on by... I mean, that's unfair, isn't it? They're the same time. And it's just thought, I don't like Jimmy. I'll pop him down to 11th. But anyway, Jamie, here we go. 100 laps of Daytona.
Yeah, rolling start, 100 laps, mandatory pit stop. Let's do this. Bob has changed his sagely advice about 7 times. The latest is Jimmy knows 11th is the place to be. JD Wild has gifted 17 subscriptions, Ryan.
So good.
That is mad.
That is mad.
What have we done to deserve that?
I mean, I hope the people at home can tell us, because we
definitely don't deserve that. Right? I mean, I can tell you that we 100% don't deserve that. So all we can do is say thank you. Yeah. Now I've got a few questions for you, Ryan. Do you want to watch from the start? Do you want to watch from the back? Do you want to watch from Jimmy in 11th?
No, we want to watch I reckon we want to go Nashift 15th.
Okay, remember it's a rolling start, so there'll be potentially a little bit more split out by the time they actually start racing.
Well, let's try and gauge it, but I definitely think we should go somewhere in the mid-pack because, we've got 100 laps. We don't need to see, you don't win the lap in the first race as Jimmy H. Official. His official tagline is you don't win it in the first minute, which, is quite good.
That is official, yeah.
So we don't need to really see in this particular category of racing, that opening gambit at the top. No. We want to see some bloody carnage in the middle, don't we?
Speaking of carnage, Katie Duncan, Little Sis Duncan's joined us on Facebook, Ryan. Ooh. My bro's on pole, woo woo, for the win. Yeah, Duncan taking his first ever NoobGamerz pole, Ryan. Big news.
Big news indeed. And even better news for Katie is we did get official confirmation earlier on today of the dispatched product for her for what she won. Jimmy, though, mixing things up early doors and just deciding to drive out the way of people in 11th place, causing a little bit of a queue back there, but I think they've sorted themselves out now. But here we go. The rolling start gets underway. Jimmy trying to buy himself some time, potentially. Not sure what went on.
I don't know what's going on there.
But anyway, this should be a lot of fun as they make their way round for this rolling start. And Duncan, as you said, Jamie, gets the opportunity to lead the pack.
Yeah, the very fragmented pack. Manual rolling starts. Always full of issues, Ryan, but Chambernator is right at the back, biding his time, and there's the first penalty. Fliberty Gibbert picks up a 5-second penalty. We might see a few more of them before the race starts.
Yeah, we are accustomed to penalties on oval racing. But Chambernator, just chilling at the back, Jamie, waiting. Of course, you all have seen the legendary moment where Jimmy started at the back and literally had cars jumping over him, which of course makes the highlight reel for our stream entrance.
So good.
And we're all looking forward to another moment like that. Of course, another moment at this famous circuit was the Trev missile, Jamie, which I particularly enjoyed.
Yeah, oval racings and IndyCars actually have given us some fantastic scenes, haven't they? Some great clips. But that Jimmy one, oh man, it's your reaction. You're just in utter disbelief, and it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, it's so good. Like I'm gonna have to. Should I try and find it while we're on a little rolling start? How long have I got? Let's see if I can do this here. Because it is literally like just the most amazing thing I think I've ever seen. So Jamie's just going to take you through this opening. Let me see if I can find it while we're doing things here.
Exiled Outlaws here, Ryan. Welcome back, Exiled Outlaw. Haven't seen you around for a while. Hope you're good, my friend. Surely recall Toot going backwards. Yeah, I try and forget every time Toot does that. He's normally been drinking. Come on, Ryan. Don't worry about that clip. The race is starting, my man.
Okay, the race started. I'll keep it on the. I'll keep looking for it later, but you need to see it if you haven't seen it already.
Oh my days!
Oh my days! Here we go. Though Nashif's going to try his own, and he weaves through the middle of two cars. Who's that? Come shooting down the middle. Who the hell was that? Coming shooting past, but they made good gains and managed to keep it on the track. Although there was about to be a side swipe, we might have just missed one. There is some cones and things all over the track. Did you have a nice day in 14th place in amongst it? Interesting start, Jamie.
Yeah, and it looks like Alex Jameson and Duncan are already going straight out of that pole position weakness that Bob suggested, playing out straight away, Ryan, as Alex is through, but now Duncan's in the driving seat. He's going to pick up that toe, Ryan, and he's going to come straight back past. So hard to break the toe here. They have got Psycho Lizard with them as well, Ryan, who's made it up to the top three, and already that top three is split out. 3 seconds ahead of fourth. So many penalties, Ryan.
Look at all these penalties. Penalties galore. 15, 5 seconds, 20 seconds for Duncan at the top. What is going on?
I don't know what's happened there, Ryan.
Don't know what's happened, but anyway, what we do like to see here is this pack. Look at this pack, Jamie. It's like a pack of dominoes all waiting to fall, isn't it? Oh God.
It is, yeah.
Oh God. It's making me
so
nervous.
Well, I remembered. Of course you remembered. Of course. Hello, Mad Knife. Welcome.
Welcome, Mad Knife. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Roughneck 1, 17th place, bearing on to this. I mean, there's literally a four-way at the top going on there, side by side. Surely it's inevitable. Look at this, Jamie. That's something's going to happen.
These races are ridiculous, aren't they? Yeah. They're just like comedy races.
Oh! How did he get through? How did he get through that?
He's suddenly 8th, Ryan. He's suddenly in 8th place.
Oh, how did he look at this? Oh my days. Someone clip that, please. Someone needs to clip that of Roughneck.
It's still going on.
Oh, I need to see that Roughneck thing again. That was insane. It was like the parting of the waves for Roughneck.
It was a bit like the Jimmy one, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. For Jimmy version 2, my eyes are bleeding, says Bob. Oh, dear.
It's absolute carnage. I can't wait to get back into a proper car and a proper track, Ryan. It's funny, isn't it? But it is mental.
Yeah, it is funny. It gives us a night of entertainment. That's what I like to do. But at the top, they're not bothering about what's going on behind them, because these three are absolutely going at it, hammer and tong. Alex Jameson, Duncan and Psycho Lizard are starting to actually catch the back markers now. This is where it gets interesting, of course. But all three of them here, Jamie, they have been side by side for a very long time. And they're not going to want any disruptions, are they?
No, they're not. Ben saying, I mean, it's no worse than the last in real life IndyCar race I watched. Yeah, to be honest with you, normal IndyCar racing, when nothing like that happens, is actually quite boring, if I'm totally honest. Yeah. So it certainly livens up these events.
It certainly does. A couple of people actually clipped it for us, Jamie, which is great to see. We'll pop one of them in there, the Lord of Chaos, as Legionaries called it, and I'm sure people will enjoy looking back at that one. But wow, Alex is going to try and make the move on Duncan here.
Yeah, and he's going to get it done, and this is obviously the back marker's already coming into play, right? So this is now where Alex can get ahead and maybe try and pick up a toe from a back marker ahead and keep ahead, although he's unable to. Duncan on the inside, slightly shorter line, is able to get that, but Alex is going to be coming down off the slope, and he's going to have that advantage. 3 cars up ahead, right, for them to try and pick up the toe from.
I mean, I'm on a constant state of nerves in these sort of races because we've seen it so many times in oval racing and particularly with Indy cars that at any given moment with any driver, I'll be very specific with this, any driver, whether you're Alex Jameson or not, you know, one little mistake, one little bad error of judgment, and it could all go wrong. So
yeah, fantastic race actually here, Ryan. These two
I'm
driving
so
side
nervous.
by side.
I'm so nervous about these
yeah.
two. I just got a bad feeling that these two are going to get someone doing some
back
silly.
marker. But yeah, I mean, brilliant so far. They're battling really hard side by side. No touching at all. Excellent battle. You have to say Duncan having a cracking race, right?
Doing really well. Great to see him up there. Obviously, we'll have to have a bit of a steward's inquiry into the penalties because that 20-second penalty is a bit random. He was just racing with Alex and all of a sudden 20 seconds befelled him. Maybe we'll have to take a GZR approach to some penalties. Oh my days! There's literally a car upside down as they keep.
They've both done well to avoid
casual.
that. And look, here we go, Ryan. Look at this having to thread through, but they've managed to do it. They've managed to do it again. And here we go. The overspeed they've got is huge here.
Absolutely casually, just driving around upside down cars and still managing to maintain a decent race at the top. Cycle Lizard has fallen away 3.7 seconds behind this pack now. Wonder how long Alex and Duncan keep this up for, though.
Yeah, I mean they're driving fantastically at the moment. Let's have a look at Jim actually, because he's in a battle of his own with Tuke and Nash.
Oh, what an OG battle this is!
Yeah, 3 OGs here in a good battle, Ryan.
And they're approaching some slower cars up ahead of them who've clearly not got a toe, and clearly not been using each other to their advantage, and they're approaching this car fast now. There's 4 cars. Jimmy H. Fisher does make the move on Nash, who drops behind momentarily, but as is the nature of these cars, they've got to try and find a way past. They've got a decent amount of overspeed, and we've got 5 cars trying to go into one corner, Jamie, and again, I'm nervous.
Yeah, yeah. Tackle's saying 11th is the best position. You've got 2 1s. It's a double win. That's certainly a nice positive way of looking at it, yeah. But good pack here, Ryan, isn't it?
I mean, define good. I mean, the problem is, as the pack gets more congested, the opportunity for carnage increases significantly.
Yeah, but like I said, normal oval racing, I should say, is boring as hell. So I want the chaotic Indy racing for this final race in the championship.
Yeah, it certainly provides interest, and ultimately, this is why we don't really damage on the scene. Jimmy has 4 cars up ahead of him. He's just biding his time in the middle. He's sat in behind, waiting for an opportunity. He's got a little bit of an overspeed on Nash who he's approaching. Is he going to go for a cheeky move down the middle of the cars there? What are you thinking, Jim? What's his tactics? What's he going to be thinking?
I think he's shitting himself, right? I think he's bored. I think he's just. I don't think he knows what to do here, right? I think he's biding his time. I think randomness is going to kick in. What do you reckon? You think he's going to go for this? Do you think he's got a plan?
I don't know. Here's the problem. There's a pack of 4 up ahead that this packer has actually captured as well. So we could end up having like 8 cars all together going side by side into corners at 240 miles an hour with beginner and intermediate racers, I might add. I mean, what possibly, Jamie, could go wrong?
I don't know, but this battle is still going on, Ryan. These two having a fantastic battle. You have to say, this is the hardest race Alex Jameson has had in terms of someone actually competing at the top with him, Ryan.
Yeah, it's so good to see. So good to see Duncan getting in amongst it this evening. It's so disappointing he's grabbed that penalty. But they are literally neck and neck, keeping side by side with each other for the opening 12 laps. They have not been more than a second apart yet, have they, Jamie?
No, exactly. Yeah, Bob's saying Jimmy can't be called a beginner or intermediate anymore. He's been doing it for 2 years. To be fair to Jim, he's mainly been answering PMs on Discord for 2 years and occasionally having a race.
Yeah, that's basically. Oh, look, Jamie, the pack's formed. The pack's formed. Nashif is at the back of it. I mean, I'm sweating, sat in my seat. Just who's gonna lose their concentration first? Essentially, that's the game we're playing tonight. all these cars together going 240 miles an hour. Who is going to lose their concentration first and cause an absolute ruckus? Votes
doing
now.
very well.
Votes now,
Yeah.
people.
They're doing very well so far. All of them, you have to say, right. Oh, and there's one gone.
No.
Not sure that one. Someone's gone, but they've gone themselves, right? They haven't taken anyone else out, which is courteous of them.
Yeah,
I feel like we're on for another Trev the Missile or a Rob 3. Do you remember that four-way pile up on the oval? That sort of incident is coming.
I'm interested though, as unrelated, Benderham is not allowed on his pub darts team.
Well,
we
pubs are shut, that's why.
We need, well, there is that, but I'm assuming it's not related to that. We sort of need to know the details of that. Rob 3 loves a four-way, apparently. Got a bit close. The cameraman hasn't done us any favours, but Nash's got away with it. Just in behind Tuki's got the Muffin Man. 11 seconds behind, although there's Jackie Twix as well, nipping ahead in front as well. Oh, this is getting tasty. And me personally, Jamie, I could 100% not keep up my concentration with this sort of closely congested. There's literally people cutting across each other. Oh my days.
Speaking of Rob 3, Bob, have you come across him in your iRacing campaigns? Have you battled him? Because last time he was here, he was saying he's like signed some professional esports thing or something.
Yeah.
And it's like professionally sponsored to do I mean, it's that. Yeah. Oh, cheers, Bob. That's answered that then.
Yeah, there we go. Wife of Duncan is here. I can finally show my face round here now. My boy's coming first. Oh, I see. Glory Hunter, not here to support Duncan when he's 10th, 11th, 12th. Only wants to turn up when he's actually doing any good. I mean, Jamie, what are
Duncan was like 13 or something.
What are we calling out on that support?
Oh, I'm confused because I thought Duncan was quite young, but obviously not if he's married.
You can get married at 16, can't you?
Yeah, maybe he's 16. Yeah. We have a Scottish wife and a Duncan wife. Yeah.
Battle of the Wags.
Name actually. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, I mean, oh, there it is. There it is. Absolute side swipes. Nashif just flying through the air. To be fair, Jim, he's not lost a position yet. Oh, yeah, he has. He's just dropped down one position. Here's Jim chasing him. Wow.
I mean, look at this. They have not left each other's side.
Hopefully someone's clipped the wipes. I love the clips in these races. We love to use them. Because don't forget, for our birthday, ladies and gentlemen, we always have an award ceremony of our favourite moments of the season. So we go back through all the clips and pick out our favourite moments. So yeah, any clips appreciated throughout any of the streams that we do. And we do prizes for people who are new, best chatter, best racer of the season, all sorts of different prizes we give away, don't we, Jamie?
The community has grown like crazy this year, hasn't it, right? So plenty of things to do, plenty of awards to go out. We're just hoping that we're able to go and do it together like we did last year in the same house.
All three of us on the stream.
All three of us, not having to socially distance.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was amazing last time. We were all three of us in the same studio. We played games with the community. We played a bit of marbles on stream. Played a bit of Jackbox party games. And just had some fun. Yeah, just had some fun with with our community, didn't we, Jamie?
We did, yeah. That's what it's all about. I mean, that's what we try and do every stream, I suppose. But just this battle is just amazing. I know Alex will be loving it, having someone to drive so closely with. But we can't just watch them all night, I suppose. Squid Flipper and Roughneck won. Ryan Roughneck won up in 4th after that crazy period where he just parted the seas, Moses style. And Squid Flipper just there with him in 5th and a back marker, it looks like, and the cameraman picking him up eventually. There we go.
Good stuff. I'm interested to know, our wife of Duncan hasn't come back to us though, Jamie, on her, almost shambolic performance. Because to only turn up
when they're doing well and badly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Glory. Not
Did Jim make another cake? Didn't he do so? What did he do? Is it like a vegetable or something?
It was making like pasties or something, wasn't it?
No, I thought he like brought a vegetable or something as a cake.
Oh yes, sorry, he did. He brought a carrot, didn't he?
Was it a carrot?
I think it was a carrot. Yeah, we had
the vegan joke. Yeah.
But anyway, I think we're about 6 months away from my next birthday. But just to give people in the community, stick around because if you become a hardened member of our Twitch community, there could be prizes. That's good magic.
Absolutely, there could. Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy the joke that Jimmy's a vegan. Of course, what people don't know, other than me and Ryan, he's not even vegetarian. He eats so much meat. It's fucking ridiculous. Meat feast Domino's pizzas. That is like his twice a day thing. Absolutely mental. But yeah, Tacos also loving this fight with Alex Jameson and Duncan. It is an amazing fight. It's been going on for so long in this sort of format, right?
And
it's crazy.
Like again, they are literally side by side, bumper to bumper, however you want to call it, constantly. I mean, literally, there's been times we've gone to them, and the times between them are just 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And it's just silly how they've managed to maintain this race at that speed with that quality for this long so far.
It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, kudos to them. And you know, Ryan, we've seen, haven't we, really, Duncan evolve and improve very quickly since he joined not very long ago. He's really shown excellent progression, hasn't he, as a driver in all formats.
Well, he got driver of the season last time out because of his debut, and you've got to say he's going to be up there again based on this performance so far tonight, Jamie. He's absolutely smashing it in this oval. Bad news for Stacker GB though, Jamie, who did not have the best of nights, let's say, who got disqualified for racking up 2 major penalties. Now, Stacker, I can completely sympathise with you, because when I, remember, Jamie, when I joined a race at random just at the end of the night to give people what they wanted, and the exact same thing happened to me, and I got disqualified, and it was bullshit. So I completely sympathise with you, Stacker, because it's happened to me live on stream.
It's the rolling start stuff, isn't it? The rules around it are just crazy. That's why most people avoid rolling starts, in these games. But yeah, it's still going on. They're just trading blows. So good, Ryan. The intensity. I mean, don't forget, like you said, 250 miles an hour they're doing this at. I can't get them both in shot zoomed in because they're so close to each other.
Yeah, silly. Absolutely silly. Benderama gutted. Yeah, Ian speaks to Shoe. He's a shoe speaker. Well, it depends what subject we're talking about. Ben, he certainly doesn't speak.
Knows a lot about the Navy, right?
He loves the Navy.
Loads about the Navy. He loves certain bits of the Navy, mainly the sailors.
Yeah, exactly.
And certain bits of the sailors, actually.
Yeah, like a rat up a drain pipe, I heard.
Yes.
But anyway, guess who's back? Back again. Marley's back. Tell a friend. Marley's here, Jamie. Good.
Who?
Marley. You remember Marley? Marley from the block. 9 months. He's on a 9-month streak. Welcome to the stream, Marley. And hopefully you can take part in this interesting evening of racing. Around 100 laps around Daytona.
That's just absolutely serious, isn't it? Oh. Love the sea men. Exactly, that was exactly my point.
Yeah.
As Alex makes his pit stop, Ryan, he's fed up of the battle. He's just obviously too on edge. It was too much close quarter racing. He's not used to it, is he, Ryan? He's normally miles out in front, whatever race he's in. So yeah, he's gone for his mandatory pit stop early. Now don't forget, Duncan will have to do the same, right?
Yeah. At
some point. So now it's really a battle to see who can have the better race in the meantime, as McDonald comes through the back line up into 11th. Just in the top behind, perennial mid-packer, Andre Hildebrand.
He loves the mid-packer, Andre. Interestingly, Jamie. Oh, a little shunt at the back there, but John has to be a little bit careful. Interestingly, as Alex Jameson went into the pits, he has picked up a penalty. So is he speeding in the pits or something?
10 seconds. So he's half the deficit to Duncan. Maybe he's trying to get it on purpose to even it out.
Maybe. I mean, they're talking. I don't really want to get involved in what people are saying on the channel at the moment, because it's absolutely
it's just a couple of Navy boys having a good old natter.
Yeah, exactly. But Mertman, Jamie, qualified well at the start, finds himself in 16th place at the moment in a locked battle with Crichton Alpha, who's in amongst this pack at the moment. Again, a little pack of there's lots of these little packs around the grid, isn't there?
Packs aplenty, Ryan. Yeah, fudge pack, as you could say. Would you say that?
I was going to say more packs than a penny sticker page.
Oh, did you have that prepared, or was that just off the dome piece?
Jamie, do I ever prepare it?
I have no idea. I genuinely don't know.
Do you think I prepare anything for these streams?
I do know. Well, you might do, because I do remember one time many moons ago when we were young men, right? Boys, really. And we were planning to do a rap battle between you and Jimmy.
Yeah.
With me doing the music, and You did spend an entire day of work at the office writing sick rhymes instead of doing any work. So Ryan, your preparation, you've got previous for preparing.
I have, to be fair, but you know, because of the preparation I've done in my youth, Jamie, you know, natural wordsmithery comes to me, you know, just in an instant, and I'm able just to, you know, portray my feelings, often in rhyme or any colloquial terms that come into my brain, as we see an absolute huge display of carnage. There are cars sliding all over the place, trying to weave in and out. There's people reversing. There's someone upside down. Someone's just track rejoined in the middle of it. Java Nice Stage is like, I'll just pop a cheeky track rejoin in the middle of all these people herring around the corner at 240 miles an hour. Just cars, why not? Jesus Christ.
Well, there we go, Ryan. I was about to say a good three-way battle here, and it was, as they took each other out.
Damn, big crashes, JD Wild. It certainly was. JD Wild, look at that, the 10 gifted sub badge. QQ Fresh drops by. Go Ethan. Can we have an Ethan check, Jamie?
Oh, we can have an Andre check with McDonald here, rubbing against each other, Ryan. Almost pushing him into the tyre. Whoa, and there we go. Look how close this is. Let's get on board with McDonald and go really... Look at this, Ryan.
Oh, that is close.
I mean, you cannot get closer than that. Literally pushing him around the circuit. Wow.
Fair play. Very close racing between 9th and 10th. McDonald and Andre Hildebrand classically mid-pack, although actually 8th and 9th, sorry, I should say. Overdone Pancake, they were talking about SpongeBob when they crashed. Now, who's talking about SpongeBob? Are we talking the Discord channel? Are they in the voice chat? Just chatting there. Great to see Tuke and a witty username up there though, Jamie. Just popping in 3rd and 4th respectively. Fair play to the boys.
Yep. Psycho Lizard currently top. Duncan dropped me on the second. Has Duncan pit and we missed it, Ryan? I'm not sure.
I don't think he has.
It must have been a mistake then, or
I think because
Psycho Lizard now in the lead.
The pits are quite long in here. I think we would have noticed, and it's not.
I don't think he had.
Yeah, that is quite a big. I wonder if he got caught up in the in that carnage we just saw, which is quite possible.
It's very easy to do, isn't it? Even if you're running your own race. In the pits now, yeah. So there we go. So that's going to give Alex an advantage, and in fact, Alex is going to come back past now.
Indeed. Do I log out now? He's come second. I mean, that's sort of what happens, isn't it? That's apparently the level of support you give there. Oh dear, but yes, go on, Witty, as Stacker GB says, up into 3rd. I mean, yeah, Stacker. I mean, people just do what they want. I mean, it's we're testing some of our inexperienced, and there's of course some experienced drivers out there as well this evening, and inevitably, Jamie, at high speeds, in these type of vehicles, crashes are inevitable, and I don't think anyone ever has any malice in what they do. It's just a lack of concentration or a mistake, or just clear misunderstanding of the power of these cars. But I don't think anyone certainly goes out to cause an accident on purpose.
Nothing malicious, Ryan, and of course, like I said, oval racing is pretty boring in its own nature, so we need some crazy crashes to mix it up, yeah?
Exactly.
Can I say that?
We're officially 31%, 32% of the national racing because of course, 200 laps, I can do that maths. I'm so good at maths, aren't I, Jamie? 32%, when I work that out, literally, with the click of my fingers.
How did you do that?
I mean, I'm not going to let you into 20 seconds.
You got an assistant doing it?
Big mathematician team just to
just a whole maths team just to work out percentage of race completion out of 100 laps.
Exactly. Come on, it's difficult. Nashif though racing with Liberty Gibbert, who hopefully has got his only girlfriend watching.
Whose only girlfriend? Flipper.
Yeah.
Wow, is it his girlfriend or is it his wife or is it his mistress, right? Or his side piece? There's plenty of options.
Plenty of options indeed. Ethan in 9th, says Overdone Pancake. Incredible scenes.
Ethan in 9th. He's one of the many with penalties, and actually his penalty is only 5 seconds, which is actually quite good compared to a lot of them out there, Ryan. He'll probably take that if I'm totally honest. Yeah, up in 9th, just behind, 6 seconds behind Duncan, who's now in 8th after that pit stop. Alex Jameson back up to 4th, Ryan, and the 3 above him have not pit, so looking like Alex will take back that position. Yeah. Duncan now a long way behind him, Ryan. A long way behind him in time. So that's a bit of a shame, isn't it, for that battle?
It certainly is. There's a lot of love with Ethan in the community as ever. Also a lot of love for a witty username this evening, old Cluffy Boy up in 3rd place. So great to see some new names in amongst it as a witty username of Took Jamie. Just ahead of Alex Jameson at the moment, but I do believe they have got some pit stops to come. But even so, Took to be in 2nd place, he must be happy boy. Although he's very neck and neck with the witty username at the moment. These two must be enjoying this race.
Yeah, Took always good at ovals, actually, isn't he? When he's not going the wrong way around the track.
Yeah.
He's always pretty decent at ovals. Like you said, it's a leveler, isn't it? And Took definitely rises a couple of levels on the oval tracks.
Yeah, it's great to see. You know, people do have their specialist subjects as far as racing is concerned. There's certainly a couple of good people out there who do love oval racing and have got the concentration and the patience for it. Because I think patience is an undervalued quality in oval racing, Jamie. Because see, people, you know, they see that door open and they think, Christ, I need to get in that gap right now and make my overtake. But you know, it's long racing. We've got 100 laps. You've got to learn when to make your moves, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, damage being off makes it a little bit less punishing, right? Otherwise, we would have no grid left, basically, by now, though. Other than Alex, he's pretty much the only one left. Yeah, absolutely. It's a long old race, endurance racing, isn't it? 1 hour. Yeah, around 1 hour, 100 laps. Oh, Ryan. Do we think Alex is going to win this race? As we see, just a bullet.
Oh no!
Oh my God! Who was that? Was that Took?
Oh my days! It wasn't Took. He got away with it.
Flying, backflipping.
Absolutely.
Like Tom Daly there.
As Ben Durama says, there's been some really good racing along with some absolutely catastrophic moments.
That sums up the noobs, actually.
Yeah, it does.
That sums us up quite well, Ben. Which actually I quite like. Ben, do you mind if we use that as a quote in some marketing material? I quite like that.
I like it, certainly. Chamberlain Jamie started last on the grid, up to 20th at the moment. Got his eyes on a battle with Cyberdyne, who's in 19th place. He knew a racist community. Chamberlain indeed, though, getting in amongst it on the Discord channel, which we'd like to hear about. And that person who's upside down is staying upside down, Jamie. What's the crash count at? We should have made bets.
I mean, no idea, Martin. You could have made bets, but we would have absolutely had no idea how to count that. There's too many.
Yeah, exactly. Really good at ovals. It is going around in a circle. Even the army can manage that. So I think that's what I mean. There are some undervalued skill sets required for ovals, I think. Because there are some drivers, as you said, Jamie. Every time we put an oval on, they do seem to rise up. So I don't know what it is. As I say, it could be patience, it could just be concentration, or just quite frankly sheer luck. Get to the top as well. So
luck,
a mixture of all those three. But certainly, for whatever reason, we do see similar suspects climbing the ranks when it comes to oval racing.
We do, yeah, absolutely. Did I change the channel? I'm actually watching a repeat of Driven. What's Driven, right?
I've been going around in circles for 20 years. I'm so dizzy. What, as if you're 20 years old?
How old is he? About 50? What is he?
What we saying? 58? We go for?
No, I reckon, genuine guess, 43.
I'm gonna go 38.
You sucker. You know how old he is, isn't he?
I don't know how old he is.
I'm going to go 26.
Let's see what he says. Come on, Dunky. Wife of Duncan's back, Jamie. She's here to support her man. He's in 9th place. Ethan is actually just overtaken because Duncan's off the track. And wife of Duncan is going to be leaving the channel very shortly because she's going to be absolutely disgusted at his performance on the track.
Livid. He won't be getting any dinner tonight, will he? Wow, Duncan's in the doghouse. He'll be sleeping on the sofa. Jeez Louise. Harsh marriage, but sometimes, Ryan, you need to be treated like that, to be pushed to, your best.
Exactly. Bloody crash, says little sister. So it did 40. See, 38. I wasn't too far off. 43.
40, the big 40, Ian, in October. Oh, what should we do? Should we do a special birthday stream for Ian?
It'd just be like us playing bagpipes and stuff on street.
I might nip up Ian and just take Ashley off your hands for the night, so you can just play race stream or something all night on your own in peace.
Yeah, sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, sounds bad.
To be fair, around October is around the NoobGamerz birthday as well, so it could be a double celebration.
Could be, yeah. Wow, that's a big one. That's a scary number, isn't it? Ridiculous, yeah. Jesus. I'm going to be absolutely devastated for you, right? But, you know,
Oh,
there was
wife of
plenty of time
Duncan,
before
Jamie.
that.
Absolutely fuming. This wasn't worth doing all the house jobs this week, so he could practice.
He's done you there, wife of Duncan.
He
He's
has
absolutely done
mugged
you.
you off.
Ryan, she's wife of Duncan 100. So does that suggest to you that there's 99 other wives of Duncan?
Hey, I don't want to speculate. It might be for religious reasons.
It's not
we don't
flipper.
know.
It's not flipper.
It's not
Yeah.
Liberty. Come on. He's defo on the couch, says Jamie.
It's down on the couch, yeah.
Whoa! Who's bouncing in the background there? As Tuke and a witty username again. Jamie, absolute all-out brawl between these two. They're trying to make a path on a couple of back markers for them at the moment too. But I love this from Tuke. I feel like I've been gaming with Tuke the last couple of nights, playing a bit of Dead by Daylight, which is a bit of fun. And you know, good to see him up there, getting in amongst potentially Jamie podium positions.
Yeah. Yeah. Ben's out back again. Sorry, right. Duncan's got 99 problems, but his wife ain't one. Love that, Duncan. Ben, even on Duncan's behalf. Yeah, Tuke and Witty having an absolute titanic battle here, right? They're replicating the Alex Jameson and Duncan battle, really, aren't
But
they?
there's a back marker getting involved!
Oh,
no!
Oh, Ryan, it's all gone.
Ah, deep burn.
Someone tried to come through the middle, Ryan, and it did not go well.
Oh. Can someone clip that, please?
Please. Oh my days.
days.
That did not go well, Ryan.
Threading the eye of a
Oh,
needle
no.
at 240 miles an hour normally doesn't work. I mean, this is
Yeah.
where we say patience is key with oval racing. You don't need, if there's a gap, it doesn't mean you've got to fill it. You can just, wait until an optimum moment. But anyway, it is what it is.
So, I mean, Ryan, someone who's definitely not turning 40 in October is Dragon Slayer 1988, who just says, lurking. Well, welcome, Dragon Slayer. You're welcome to lurk as much as you like.
Of course you are. We love a good lurk. We love a chatter. We love a lurk. We love a subscribe. We love a
Love 'em
watch.
all,
Whatever you
really.
want to call it, we just love it all. Ethan's in 6th. The chat saying now he's up to 5th. Jamie.
He's in the pits, yeah. Ethan yet to make a pit stop. Jimmy in a
Imagine a
bouncing along the track.
Imagine a podium for Ethan this evening. Just imagine.
What would you do? And you've got the top on as well.
I mean, maybe it's a premonition. Premonition.
I think. Well, I did say you're sponsoring him, aren't you?
Yeah.
Really effectively, Ethan Street. The team's out in force, as they always are. Good
Yeah.
to see.
Alex
Look at this,
James
though. Jimmy
back
right in the
second
thick
place.
of it. Yeah.
Jimmy in amongst the for Liberty,
some background.
Hanson down, and let's go Ethan. Duncan's got 99 products, but his wife is one. If he made said wife create a Twitch account and doesn't come first.
I like wife Duncan.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan so far.
I mean, Overdone Pancake has nailed it. The chat's going to go off when he gets a podium. I mean, Ethan on podium would be absolute scenes in the Twitch channel.
Yeah. Witty in that big crash, but he's still going, Ryan, and he's in 9th, and he's actually in behind Duncan. So wife of Duncan will be absolutely livid at the moment if he gets overtaken, but Whitty's fans will be hoping for him to make the move there.
Heads up, pants down, dig deep, pals, says Stacker GB's cheering on a Witty username.
RAF buddies, aren't they?
RAF buddies, is that RAF talk? Is it heads up,
That is,
pants
yeah.
down,
They do.
dig deep?
They do.
I mean, yeah, interesting. Alex Jameson finding his way near the top, although he's some way off. Psycho Liz still, who's got a decent lead at the top. Tukes managed to keep himself in 3rd after that, Jamie. And Jab a Nice Day, who remember won the Oval Racing first time out in the season, just lurking around 4th place.
He's there, right? Yeah, absolutely. Don't rule him out. Don't rule him out at all. Merkman also, like you said, getting involved with Nash here for 11th and 12th. And don't forget, so many penalties across the board, Ryan, that when they actually come across the line, positions will undoubtedly change.
That is very, very true. Very true indeed, yeah. But yeah, we are approaching the halfway mark in this race, Jamie, and we've had some incredible scenes already, and we've only had 48 out of the 100 laps we've got to go on this evening. I mean, JD Wells loving wife of Duncan. Yeah, brings a bit of flavour to the channel tonight. I like it. I like seeing new people join us, Jamie, for the action that we bring to the table.
NoobGamerz wags are always enjoyable, aren't they? Yeah. They're normally, they've normally got top bands, right?
Has Scottish wife got some competition for us? Although, where's
Right,
she?
she's not even here. Not even here, right? So she couldn't even be bothered to turn up. So you know, she definitely does, based on that.
Yeah, competition. The wife of the year, Jamie. Maybe we'll have to create a new award for
Imagine if you gave an award called the Wife of the Year to not your wife. What's that, Ryan? What's that trophy you've got delivered? Oh, it's just Wife of the Year. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, no, it's not. It's not for you.
Speaking of my wife, I do need some help from the studio of how I can get her back, because recently she's found it funny, because there's a door behind me in the studio. She comes in and scares me while I'm playing games, and films it for her friends. Haha, so funny. While I was setting up for the stream tonight, she came in and blew a whistle out of nowhere, really loud, and scared the absolute S out of me. And I've said to her, I'm counting these up, and one day I'm going to come down on you like a ton of bricks with the best prank going. Any advice in the channel of what I can do to get her back? Very much appreciated.
Prank talk. Hashtag prank talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. And of course, you've been playing that horror game the last couple of nights.
And exactly, Jamie. Oh dear. Psycho Lizard in the pits though. Big news at the top.
There it is.
He's also got himself a penalty by going into the pits as well.
Standard.
But these pit lanes are pretty huge, and Alex does take the place as expected, given the length of the pit lanes here. But Psycho Lizard, I'm sure, will have an opportunity to fight back. Is there enough time for Took to get past 2?
Potentially, but I think Took still has to pit. Wife of Duncan, he's legit not even coming back in the house, changing the locks as we speak, supported by his sister. I mean, Duncan has got some harsh critics in his immediate family, right?
Oh, imagine. Shall I unplug the Oh, don't do that. That's too far. Let's not go that far.
Just take him out of the race. Ian says black eye. I mean, come on.
We don't condone domestic violence here. We don't need to have this conversation over.
So Pancake's got an idea, right?
Pancake, Ryan, you should start off by yeah, but we're not on a combi, so that makes it literally.
Ryan knows all about it. Ryan sells boilers for a living. He's got like 15 in his house. Each boiler in each shower's got his own separate boiler. It's not an issue. Keep going.
I can't. Keep more ideas. I might order an air horn and just absolutely go like middle of the night, midnight while she's asleep.
You know what would happen? You'd do that, you'd wake up your daughter by doing that, and then she'd make you go and get her back to sleep.
Yeah. So it's probably not worth it.
If you think of something better. Maybe like take the air out of her tyres.
I mean, that could be dangerous if she's travelling slash her tyres.
Okay, yeah. Okay, keep going then. Change her toothpaste for, I don't know, something like rat poison or something like that.
Oh my god, you're getting quite extreme here, Jamie.
So I'm just going down the Ian route, I think.
Yeah. Bend around with more detached wings and a KFC outlet. I mean, what a
that's your house, right? I mean, when I say house, I mean it's more of a town.
What, my house?
Yeah, more of a small estate.
Oh, come on, Mike, says Stacker. He is all over the Witter username. He's still in ninth though. He is going to hopefully have an opportunity to get into that patch. Is there such thing as WAG merch? There 100% is. Wife Duncan. Scottish Wife has her own t-shirt. And the way you're going with your bants on the channel, maybe there's an opportunity to get Wife of Duncan merch.
Maybe it's a t-shirt that says Wife of Duncan and then just a picture of a doghouse.
Yeah.
Or a padlock or a sofa or something. Yeah, I like it. Right, who's Mike?
Michael Clough, a Witty username.
Witty, of course. Don't know.
Jamie, remember everyone, Jamie spends his life looking up track facts and car facts. Unfortunately, this doesn't leave him the time to do the full research on the driver facts. But Jamie, JD Wife is absolutely loving the contribution to the channel this evening of Wife of Duncan. And she's not content with just telling her that in the channel. She's just given her a tier 1 subscription, and she probably doesn't even know what that means, considering this is the first time she's been here.
But we certainly do, and we know that it means JD World is the absolute legend of our Twitch viewers, Ryan. I mean, who is JD World? That's the great mystery. I reckon she's some like baroness or something who sat in some match and she's got millions to play with. She's just like chucking out tier 1 subs. Like, yeah, she's loving it. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic.
Do you know what else is absolutely fantastic? Ethan in 4th place, Jamie. One position off a podium.
What about this battle for you here?
great battle in. I mean, it's fantastic that 56 laps in, Jim, we've still got great battles out on track. I was a little bit nervous that we could end up with like people just racing back markers all night, but actually the races for positions have been absolutely hot all the way through.
Yeah, just trying to be a makeup artist. Oh yeah, of course we talked about this last time, didn't we, Ryan?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Hopefully that's going well. If there's anything we can do to help you, JD World, you know, if you've got anything we can plug or something, then please let us know. If you've got a website or whatever, we'd happily do that, right, I'm sure.
I mean, the rate that I sack our makeup artist for preparing me on the stream every evening, I mean, there could be a job role going in the NoobGamerz studios one day soon.
Yeah, although there's a high chance of being sacked.
Yeah, there is that.
No,
there
not because you do anything wrong, it's just
Yeah.
just what he does.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, you know, I probably wouldn't advise you go for that job opportunity because it wouldn't last long.
Yeah. no one does. You know that you like to freshen up your backroom staff.
Exactly,
right?
yeah. Got to keep them on their toes, Jamie. Got to keep them on their toes. Nashif, though, keeping Merkman ALH on his toes, Jamie. As he tries to find a way through. Duncan getting in amongst it as well. And, you know, providing some great racing here, as long as we don't see an inevitable absolute carnage.
Yeah, which we very well could. Although, JD Wild, I'm going to do Twitch looks on my makeup account. I'm going to do a NoobGamerz one. That is amazing. Can't wait to see that, right?
NoobGamerz makeup. What's that like?
So
is it
good.
like blusher that's like orange and green? A bit
Orange
of
and
like
green.
cheek or
With
something,
the
or
NG
like-
maybe on one half of the face.
Yeah, something like that. But hey, let us know if it's like, you know, when we're knocking around streaming, we'll just come in and drop you a cheeky raid and come on over and see what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, does that.
Is the noob community planning on choosing AM2 into the mix? Well, Stacker, I'm glad you asked. It's almost as if you teed this up for us because we have launched this week a new channel on the Discord, Other Sim Events, and we are taking interest votes to see whether we do AM2 or ACC or both. I think we've got about 13 or 14 drivers shown their interest in both of them at the moment. Because after the end of our Rocket League Championship, which finishes on Saturday this week, we are going to look to do one or two of those games on a Saturday just to try them out, aren't we?
Just one-off specials, right? Yeah, not committed to seasons yet. But yeah. Sorry, I've just got some chocolate fudge brownie munchies, right? Which is interesting. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna be testing a few different ones. ACC, yeah. AMS. I mean, we've even talked about doing an iRacing test event at some point. Yeah, just trying things out. Yeah, of course. And of course, we got the Project Cars 3. A couple of trial one-off races coming in a couple of months when that's out. So yeah, the main two games will continue, but then yeah, we'll be looking at maybe doing some different one-offs and testing things out and seeing if anything sticks, right?
Exactly, yeah. So basically, get yourself in that channel, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on the Discord, and if you're not on the Discord, Jamie, of course, I'm sure you can provide them the link of how they join. But yes, Other Sim Events channel. Get your votes in, register your interest for either one of those events or both, and they will be coming to a screen near you, assuming we get enough interest to put on a worthwhile event. So yeah, you know, get involved, people. It'd be good to you know, open our doors to some other sim racing games. But at the moment, Jamie, 62 laps in, I can confirm that is 62% through this race. And Merkman, Duncan, and Nashif going absolute hammer and tong at this racing at the moment. A great three-way battle.
Yeah, five-way with a couple of back markers, multi-way battle, multi-lap battle we've seen here in a big pack, Ryan. You know what that means. Every time we've seen a nice big pack racing cleanly and fairly for multiple laps, you know what's coming. So enjoy this while it lasts.
Yeah, it's almost inevitable.
One of them will survive and benefit, the rest will not.
I mean, I still, because Java Nice Day hasn't got a penalty at the moment, it provides a really nice like cut-off for where the podium positions are and where they're not. And it's just, my eyes just are drawn, Jamie, to Ethan in 4th place. They're just drawn there every now and again. And I'm wondering whether, you know, maybe his time is nearly with us. He's got some laps to go. He's got to stick in with it. And I just want to see the channel go absolutely wild. Psycho Lizard has just made a mistake, Jamie. That's dropped him down, and this puts Ethan just a couple of seconds behind. He's actually going past because Psycho Lizard has made a mistake. Ethan in to 3rd place, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. I was just about to say, I don't know if
my
Psycho's
days.
fit, but it doesn't matter anyway because he's had an issue and there's some chaos there and Ethan up into third. Yeah,
Oof, could
does
this
have that
be
5-second penalty, but so does pretty much everyone else.
Yes, could this be it, ladies and gentlemen? My heart is racing for the community. All these loyal Ethan fans that have been sat cheering him on all this time. Are we going to see an Ethan podium? Go and get on your other Discord channel, Ethan fans. I can't remember the name of it now. You told us what it was very early doors.
Oh yeah.
Grab all the Ethan supporters you can find and tell them to get here right now because history could be made in another 35 laps. QQ Fresh, I'm telling you, you're the leader of that little march. Go and grab them all, get them in, and let's have a little Ethan party for you all this evening.
Pancake suggesting at this point, I think one of the back markers just ram first and second. That's Ethan.
Just seen the wife of Duncan comment.
Does Ethan have a wife asking for a friend?
Oh dear.
I mean, marriage was not a commitment for her. Clearly, loyalty's not a big factor in her life. She's happy to flip to the winner, and Ryan, I say, more power to her.
Yeah, only the best will do for wife of
Exactly.
Duncan. Hashtag jumping ship, as she says. Roughneck won. Well, that sucks. They got clipped by a backmarker, recovered, only to fly into the pits too fast and get disqualified. I mean,
Oh, that's happened a few times in
that's
the
ridiculous,
race, doesn't
isn't it? Yeah, so unlucky, Roughneck. I would say enjoy this race, but obviously you're going to be seeing them get knocked out, and I'm not sure enjoy is the right word as Crichton Alpha gets through that absolute chaos up to 8th place, leaving a few cars in his wake. That is how quickly, ladies and gentlemen, these things can change.
Yeah, as we see Merkman recovering, yeah, absolutely. Crazy. Crichton must have been pooping his pants a bit there, Ryan.
Yeah, most definitely. Interestingly, Jamie, I think it's probably worth us having, if you're able to, a little penalty check, if we're able to. Let's see what we got. Cyclist has got a 50-second penalty. Well, that's it. He's not going to catch up Ethan like that, then, is he?
Let's just keep an eye on this, because Alex, 10-second penalty. Have a nice day. No penalty. He is 30 seconds behind, but we've seen how quickly things can change, Ryan.
Yeah.
With that 10-second penalty, he only needs to gain 20 seconds in this race. There's still 30 laps to go. Don't rule Have a nice day out from a second oval win, Ryan.
And that's what we said earlier. I know, there's been some question marks raised about how hard, it's easy, this sort of racing, isn't it? But Have a nice day was the winner of the opening oval race, and he's now in second place. So, obviously something clicks with him when it comes to oval racing. And he's racing well this evening. And again, no penalties for him either. One of the cleaner drivers out there in terms of penalties at the moment. But, Jamie, what that does confirm, although Ethan and Psycho Lizard are quite close in terms of times, with that 50-second penalty, this is Ethan's to lose, isn't it, the podium?
Yeah, or there's Toot there hanging around as well, Ryan. Toot never had a podium either.
Interesting. Single malt with ice, feet up, enjoying watching the rest of us. That's the way to take it, isn't it?
Yeah, Roughneck is a gentleman of the community, Ryan, isn't he? Absolute legend. Yeah, and he's nailed it once again. Wife of Duncan, hashtag wife of the winner, hashtag winner wife. Wife of Duncan's amazing, isn't she? We're big fans.
Yeah,
big fans. The Wags always deliver, Ryan, with the bands, don't they?
They do. Hopefully this won't be the last time we see her live on the Twitch channel. Toasty Boots here though, Jamie. They're starting to drip and drab in. The Ethan Supporters Club. Word is starting to spread of his escapades this evening in third place. We could actually see a genuine earned interview in the NoobGamerz studios if he can maintain this position. So here they come. 70 laps gone. Not many laps to go considering we've done 70. But, as we know, Jamie, plenty of things can happen in even a short matter of time.
Wow, including this, Ryan. Have a nice day. He's got that gap to Alex down from 30 seconds to nothing.
What has happened to Alex?
Alex obviously had an issue. He is back up and running now, Ryan. Oh, the gap's just gone back up to 42 seconds.
Oh, that's disappointing.
So, must have been Have a nice day that had an issue with the game.
Yeah.
He's trying to catch up. Ian saying woo nearly in Scotland. Are you driving, Ian? Is he on one of his pilgrimages up north?
Maybe that's why Scottish Wife's not here, because she's getting herself ready.
I tried to think what that involves. Over them Pancake, he's always got the good bands, hasn't he? With that mentality, wife of Duncan, Alex is going to start harrying If he wins every race, yeah, geez, he's going to have all the wags.
He certainly is. Jackie Twix though and Merkman. Merkman's been in amongst it tonight, hasn't he, Jamie? Racing side by side, plenty of battles. Good to see him get some stream time tonight, and it's good to see lots of people who we don't normally feature as much getting some time on the screen, which is good. Mixing it up.
Look at this battle. Ethan now down in 5th, by the way. So an issue for Ethan.
Oh
With
no!
Duncan. So now Duncan and Ethan battling each other. So wife of Duncan, she abandoned Duncan for Ethan, but now she might have to go back begging Ryan as Duncan's about to come past.
Oh no! It's all falling. The proverbial wheels are falling off. That's an interesting route to go down. Goes down the inside, slightly off off the road, but he's literally fighting for his wife. Yeah.
And this is quite literally a battle for wife of Duncan right now, live on track. This is like a like a medieval knights jousting over the hand of the maiden.
Is that just a little prelude into your next raconteur story on Friday?
It's not. No, it's not. Maybe this should be one of them. The great story of wife of Duncan.
I mean, we're literally seeing it play out live in front of our very eyes. The Ethan fan club will be devastated, but Took, Jamie, has now got an opportunity with that penalty from Psycho Lizard. Could we see a Took podium this evening, which OG fans of the NoobGamerz, I'm sure they'll give that the big thumbs up of approval.
The best man wins, says to wife of Duncan. She's not hedging her bets towards her actual husband at all, right? Keeping her options open, which, big fan of that. Currently Took is sitting in that podium position, Ryan, but we've seen how quickly already things can change. We thought Ethan had it wrapped up a minute ago. 25 laps to go, Ryan. Yeah. What percentage of the race are we through, mate?
We are through 75% of the race. I mean, straight off the top of my head. Loser gets the shed, says everybody.
Yeah. Wow, well currently Duncan has reclaimed the honour of his bride.
Although we haven't got a penalty check though. What's the penalty check on that?
True. 20 seconds for Duncan.
Oh no, he's got a hard task.
Took's got 15 actually. Right. So Ethan, with a 10-second delta to Took, is still in this. Ethan is actually technically still 3rd.
Oh dear.
Even though he's 6th.
I hate these penalty ones because we just don't know until they cross the line who's going to actually come 3rd.
So Ethan currently 6th place, but actually 3rd when penalty is taken into account, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we could see incredible scenes as we cross the line here, which means people, you can't go anywhere yet. You've got to stick with us live here in the NoobGamerz studios for the conclusion of this race, because quite literally anything can still happen live here, especially Jamie with this 3-pack coming up on a cheeky 4-pack up ahead, and 3 does not go into 4 very easily.
No. You sound like an experienced man.
Well, I mean, we've seen this a few times this evening. A fast pack catches a slightly slower pack, and all hell breaks loose. One's been done and dusted by the wayside, and I'm already just.
Do you think Took's in the running for wife of Duncan's hand as well?
Well, I think
that would make that a 3-way.
I'm surprised she's just not going straight to Alex, quite frankly.
That's true. I mean, he's definitely the safest bet.
Yeah.
Look at this, Ryan. I mean, Ethan must be looking at this thinking, how am I going to get through?
Oh, look at the weaving. Oh my days.
Must be panicking right now.
But
currently has net 3rd. I wonder if he knows. I wonder if he's got time at 250 miles an hour to check all the penalties and work all the maths out, Ryan. I don't know.
I mean, hopefully he's not. I'm hoping he's just concentrating on what is going on.
Oh
my days. JD Wild is not messing around this evening. She's loving the stream. She's loving Wife of Duncan. And she's absolutely loving popping off with gifted subs tonight, Jamie. Another 5 tier 1 subs she's gifted to the community. A total of 23 as Ethan gets smashed apart! I was looking at the... could someone clip that? I missed it! I missed it!
Me too.
Oh,
I was looking at the
looking at JD Wild!
Oh no!
No!
He's still 6th, Ryan, but he's going to be so far behind. Oh no!
Have we just been robbed? Oh no!
Oh no.
He's all over the place trying to get back onto the track. Get back on there, Duncan. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, Martin Dunn, Ben Dorama, Chris Ace, T. Kingsley, Ethan, all becoming recipients of Tier 1 subscriptions to the Noob Gamers. 25 emotes have been shared amongst the community. And, I mean, it's literally all gone off at the same time, Jamie, on and off the track.
He's still 6th, Ryan, but he's so far behind now. Interesting, Javanice Day is now 16 seconds behind Alex Jameson with a 10-second penalty and 19 laps to go, Ryan. Wow, everything's spicing up.
It certainly is. It seems to happen at the end. A NoobGamerz races, although no! Javanice Day's been taken! Oh, how has he recovered from that?
Oh man, this is killing me.
This
is killing me.
This is insane. What's going on tonight?
It's oval racing in IndyCars, right? That's what's going on.
We've got subs going on. We've got crashes going on. We've got great chat going on. These are the nights, Jamie, that I enjoy the most of the NoobGamerz. What a night of entertainment.
Yeah.
I hope everyone's enjoying this as much as us, because we're loving this tonight, aren't we?
I mean, all I can say is JD Wild, absolute scenes. She's caused such a madness in chat, right, that we've missed some crashes, but for the best reasons. And interestingly, I don't want to put pressure on her, right?
Jamie, I was going to say the same thing.
She's now walking away from equaling Jez at the top of the gifted subs leaderboard with 24, 2 away from taking that first spot outright, right? Yeah. I never thought anyone would get anywhere near that number from Jez.
I saw that as well, and I was like, should I mention it? And you just got balls out to it. You just got balls to it.
She's done more than enough, Ryan. She's got to do nothing else again. Yeah, absolutely fantastic scenes.
Oh no, Jamie! Come on, JD Wild! Oh no! This is madness! JD Wild!
You read the things and I'll keep an eye on the track list.
Oh, JD Wild gifted more 5-tiered subs to the community. Merkman, QQ Fresh, Little Sis Duncan, Racing Sideshow, DJB79. I don't know what to say. This is just silly.
I mean, you were only 2 behind. You didn't have to do 5.
Oh,
but,
wow.
many emotes being shared as well. What can we do for JD? Well, we've got to do something for her, right?
Well, as soon as that Twitch channel's up and she's doing makeup, I mean, we're going to send all the noobs love that way. And get amongst it, because we've got to give something back for this, Jamie.
Is she in the Discord? JD Wad, you in the Discord?
It's go big or go home, and that's the style I like.
Yeah, if you're not in the Discord, jump in.
Yeah,
we want to be able to praise you in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's okay, cool.
What a night! What a night! Let us know when you're up and running. Genuinely, send us a message on Discord. Drop me or Jamie a DM. Open a ticket, whatever you want to do. And we'll make sure we give some love to your Twitch channel once that's up and running 110%.
Absolutely. I mean, I think I know who's going to win Chatter of the Year at the awards.
Well, I mean, it's sort of a one-horse race at the moment, isn't it, Jamie?
Absolute scenes, yeah. Absolute scenes. Nash is looking pretty pathetic in 3rd with 8 now, right? Nash, of course, is he still racing? Yeah, he's still in 11th. He'll be embarrassed. Theg, though, now racing with Jimmy H Official. Jimmy's still going, Ryan. 1 place outside the points. Oh wait, no, is it 15th?
15th this points, Jamie. He's in the points.
He keeps moving it back so he can try and get some points.
He's in the points. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Psycho Lizard has got himself back up to 3rd place, but of course he's got a huge penalty. Javanice Day was catching Alex Jameson, but dropped off after that huge spin. Which means Alex Jameson should take this, but I mean, don't rule anything out of oval racing. Duncan's up to 5th, Ethan's in 6th. Witty, though, Jamie down to 7th. Of course, I think he did have to pick, which soon dropped a few places. Jackie Twix, who we haven't mentioned much tonight, he's up in 8th. Brighton Alpha 9th. Merkman 10th. So some good names in amongst that top 10, Jamie. But with 86% of the race done, if you're according to Psycho Lizard, or 87%, I should say, there's plenty of things that can still happen here tonight.
Yeah, absolute scenes. Psycho now catching up Javanice Day, but of course he does still have that massive penalty. Let's have a quick check, Ryan. 50 seconds for Psycho, 15.
Hang on, a Witty username's got a 1 minute and 5 seconds
just
penalty.
Rule it out. Just take him out. Take him out. Yeah, penalties galore. Duncan 20, Toot 15. So Toot currently is going to take that. Oh, sorry, no, he's not. Oh, no, he will, yeah, because Psycho will go down, even though he's 2nd now.
Yeah.
So it'll be Alex, Jav, and Toot currently We've never interviewed Took, have we?
Well, yeah, we speak to Took quite a lot because we know him off the track. Before NoobGamerz even started, and we've never interviewed him for a podium. So it will be a bit of a NoobGamerz first for Took tonight. We'll have to actually take it seriously. Big crashes at the front though. Who's that involving? I'm just seeing if anyone drops down. Do you have a nice day? And Psycho Lizard are racing side by side
Alex
at the moment.
is right in the pack.
Alex
here, though,
is
right.
right in the pack, yeah. So I wondered for a second whether that was Alex who'd taken a spin.
Yeah.
He's going to have a problem here because he's going down the outside. He can't go down the inside. There's a blow.
He's done well, very well. I have to say, right, he's been out in front alone on his own for a long time.
DJB, sorry, just to jump in, Jenny. We have had, for whatever reason, we turned the Nightbot stuff off so people can post links. But for whatever reason, it just randomly decides to stop people posting links. So DJB, let us know what you're trying to post. If it's anything you want me to stick in there for you, let me know, and I will. I can stick it. I can, or if you're on the Discord channel, you can pop me a message on there, and I can post it in for you. If it's a clip, let me know, and I can go on the clips and grab it for you. But I will try and get it on there for you, my friend. But yeah, Nightbot sometimes just decides doesn't want to let people do links, which we've tried to sort. But anyway, sorry, Jamie, carry on.
That's okay. I can't remember what I was saying. So yeah, a valid point. Cheeky little Nightbot. Yeah, battle here though, right? With Theg, Fliberty, and Jimmy, all very close. And they come back a very slow back marker there. Yes. Wow.
You know, like people say, you know, driving too fast on the motorway is dangerous, but also driving too slow on the motorway is dangerous.
Yeah,
that was it.
That was a good example actually. There, yeah. It's a bit like a motorway, isn't it? This one?
Yeah, exactly. I have the Ethan Smash. Okay, fine. So I can grab that from our clip. So Jamie, you take over just for a second while I just grab the clip from the community that DJB's put in.
Ethan Smush, I think is that when Ethan got taken out? Yeah. Of course, when we missed it, the first of the 5, well, first 5 of the 10 gifted subs from JD. Well, look at that. She's out in front now. 28 subs. She's got herself a little red parcel as well. Absolute scenes. Daddy Dixon's on the list. Just don't you know? Do you remember Daddy Dixon?
Go on, Daddy Dixon. Yeah,
we haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah.
Absolute scenes. There we go. Right, let's have a look. That's what we both need to watch this, I think.
Well, yeah, you watch it first while I watch the action in case we miss something again, and then we'll swap roles, shall we? But yeah, Theg and Fliberty Gibbert going at it here for 14th place at the moment. Oh, Jamie, was it bad?
There was nothing he could do right. It was not a mistake or anything. There was a collision in front of him, a car spinning into him, basically, and there was absolutely nothing he could do. Just terrible luck for Ethan there.
Let me have a little look myself, just watching this back now. Yeah, big pack in front of him, spinning cars. Yeah, I mean, he is literally plumb for the taking, isn't he?
Yeah, he couldn't go anywhere. Really unlucky. And we see Theg almost having the similar situation with Fliberty up against the wall, but he does get away with it. Jim now up in 13th, Theg 14th, Flibbert 15th. Let's just have a quick check up.
Robbed, say the community. Robbed.
He was robbed. No, he was. I mean, he's in 6th. Let's just, what penalties has he got again? He's only got the 5, so he's 15 seconds delta and a 10-second delta to Took. Okay, so he's currently 5th, right?
5th?
Well, he's 6th on track, but he's 6th.
Okay.
He's 5th with penalties, but Took's then a long way down the road.
Alright, good to know. Good to know on the old penalty checks. But hey, still time for penalties, still time for crashes. Do not rule anything out just yet. But Theg seems to have made a little bit light work of Jimmy there. He goes a little bit wider than he would have liked.
Where you going?
Yeah, not sure where Jim's going, but that was close.
Come back on the track, Jim.
But yeah, what a night we've had so far, Linda, and thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight, whether you're on Facebook Live or right here on Twitch. Really appreciate the channel tonight, because I mean, chat's been popping off, the race has been popping off, JD Wild's been popping off, Jamie. And it's been all go tonight, hasn't it? Fantastic.
Carnage from someone in the background there. Yeah, it's been great. It's been great, actually. Like we said, these sort of races, they can go either way, but this one's been a very interesting race, and you know, the community's come together to get us through it, right?
Yeah, and that's what we need at times like this, Jamie. Community coming together, and that's what we like, and that's why I mean, I know we've not even thought about it. We haven't even got a date in mind, but I'm already looking forward to our second birthday celebration.
You're excited, aren't you?
Because the first one was just great fun, and with the yeah, I think so. With the growth of the community that we've seen in the last 12 months or 6 months, should I say?
Yeah.
I can feel like our next birthday party is going to be insane.
Give it another 6 months as well, Ryan. By the time we get there,
Yeah.
be about 3 million people, I think. So this is going to be an absolutely bonkers. Dunk's not popping off. To be fair, though, has he?
Slaying him.
It's absolutely savage. Yeah, savage. Why is it Duncan?
Interestingly, Have a Nice Day obviously has had a couple of spins, but Tuke's managed actually to get past into third, respectively, himself at the moment without his penalties.
Yep.
Psycho Lizard is gaining a little bit on both of them, but he's got a long way to go. He's got 50-second penalties. And Have a Nice Day's only got 4 laps, so not a lot of time left. Switch sides like an Italian.
Bit of casual racing. That's fine.
Switch sides like an Italian. I'm trying to. No.
World Wars, mate. Don't worry about it.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I'll do a story about it.
Alright, lovely. But yeah, Have a Nice Day and 2 locked in battle here. But ultimately, with so many penalties, anything could happen. And, for all we know, the witty username could end up winning this race. For all we know.
Absolutely. I mean, come on. Yeah, he could, but no. It looks like Alex can take the win with Jav second and Tuke third. Once all the penalties have been worked out, I know that's confusing.
Yeah.
Looking at the leaderboard at the moment, but there's multiple penalties on display. Although again, that 3 laps to go, that could change as well.
And Tuke's got to be a little bit careful here, Jamie, because if these two ever come in together and lose, 5-10 seconds time, that will open the door to Duncan and Ethan.
Ethan's got a much lower penalty.
Yeah. So these two got to be a little bit careful that they don't, do anything silly in these final few laps to, lose themselves, both of them, positions on track.
Yeah, Tuke with a chance for his first ever podium, right? He needs to just play it safe, like you say. He's in a strong position at the moment. Oh, the Jav Nice Day's very close to him. Very bumpy, isn't it?
It is. He literally had a little bit of a takeoff there. So, again, imagine. Tuke loves the heads gone, but imagine being on the 99th lap with your first podium in the distance and then getting wiped out. What?
JD wasn't even subscribed herself, Ryan. And she's gifted 10 subs, not to herself, and then decided to pop her own sub in at tier 2. I mean, JD Wad, what the hell is all I'm going to say?
Yeah.
I don't think I feel guilty, Ryan. We don't deserve this.
We don't deserve it. I mean, it's just. I'm genuinely speechless, which takes a lot for me because I love speaking rubbish. Let's face it. But I mean, we don't. He's just slid into the pits, Jamie.
What?
He's just slid into the pits and got himself disqualified.
He looked like he did that on purpose.
Does this mean, Jamie?
It's very close that Ethan might sneak a podium here.
I mean,
it's close, but Ethan might sneak third place here, Ryan.
What's happening live on stream, ladies and gentlemen?
There is a chance. Alex has won the race.
Oh my days!
Cyclist crossed the line, and Ethan's up to 4th.
Is that it? Is that?
I don't know. So I'm not sure.
Cycle Lizard 50 seconds ahead.
Tuke's not finished yet. There's Cycle.
Oh, we don't know what's going to go on. We don't know what's going on until we're going to get the final standings. No! What's the time differences? 59 seconds ahead he was. I didn't quite do it. Ethan in 4, but Alex Jameson confirmed coming first. Tuke in 2nd after incredible scenes at the end there. Saw Have a Nice Day slide into the pits. No one knows what's gone on there. Psycho Lizard in 3rd with Ethan in 4th. Duncan 5th. Jackie Twix 6th. Importantly for Ethan, he's got himself a new wife tonight. Merkman in 7th, Nashift in 8th, and Crichton Alpha 9th, McDonald in 10th. Further down the grid, we've got a witty username 11th, Jimmy H Official 12th, Theg in 13th, Fliberty 14th, Andre, I mean, again, mid-pack, he bloody loves it, doesn't he? 15th, Yerasan in 16th, Chambernay to 17th, Cyberdyne 18th, is 19th for Have a Nice Day, who was disqualified there on the 98th lap. And Vader Monkey also disqualified early on. We've lost another 6 drivers. But Discord's gonna be lit, says Martin Dam. He is not wrong. I mean, Jamie, how do we sum that up?
we sum it up. My wife of Duncan saying, "I'm tip-exing out Duncan on our marriage certificate and popping Ethan in."
Wow. Okay. Well, I think we need a blooming stiff drink after all that. Let's head over to the Noob Gamers bar and just take a breath. I think. Let's get over there, people. Wow. I mean, help me out, people. Where do we even start with that 100 lap race? There was carnage on the track, carnage off the track, late minute penalties, people sliding into pits getting disqualified. I mean, Jamie, I'm not sure I'm as composed as I need to be at this stage to host this portion of the stream.
Did you see the chat when we didn't know whether Ethan had done it and we were waiting for the penalties to confirm and pop up? Did you see the chat? Just scroll up and look at it. They were all going absolutely nuts in anticipation. JD Wild saying, I was so upset Ethan didn't get the top where I spilt my tea. Absolute scenes. That was one of the most dramatic endings we've had on the channel. Yeah, amazing. And, you know, not to be outdone, Nash has come straight in off the race ride, subscribing at tier 2. Absolute scenes. We had so many subscriptions tonight. Absolute scenes. But yeah, scenes off the track, like you said, scenes on the track.
Yeah.
I don't really know what happened there. Well, what happened to Jav and Ice Day at the end there, Ryan?
Literally
was
don't
there for second.
Literally don't know. Well, the only way we can get any semblance of order here in the Noob Gamers studios is, of course, to interview our top 3 drivers. Now, tonight, we're going to hear some new names in the studio. Up first, Jamie, Psycho Lizard jumping his way despite a 50 seconds penalty. He grabbed himself a 3rd place finish. Psycho Lizard, are you with us in the studio, my friends?
I am. Hello.
Were you expecting that when you grabbed that 50-second penalty?
No, my pit limiter button failed. Don't know why. But because I stayed on the lead lap, apparently it counts. So I'll take it.
Yeah, we weren't sure what was going to happen at the end there. An absolute chaotic race, Cyclist. Just talk us through that. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I enjoyed every second of it. We myself, Whack, Crichton all sort of did some nose to tail running to try and get good quality times to miss the inevitable first corner carnage. It came off well for me. I managed to qualify 3rd. I think Whack was 5th. And then, fortunately for Crichton, he just got caught up massively in some things. So we didn't get to run as we planned. And then, yeah, I was up with Duncan and Alex, lifted for somebody's turn 1 incident, and I just fell back out the slipstream and did, I don't know, whatever it was, 20 odd laps sitting in clean air by myself. So I was quite happy. I sort of pitted when I started coming across back markers, and yeah, couldn't have gone better for me, that. So I'm chuffed to bits.
And it's interesting, isn't it? It's, you know, just the difference between oval racing and, I guess, road racing, where, you know, you just said it there, you had a little trio of you in qualifying working together, and that normally wouldn't happen in, you know, traditional racing circuits, so to speak. And I guess it just shows the differences that we find ourselves with oval racing, and obviously, you know, you've managed to gain some advantages from that and go into this style of racing.
Well, I've been doing a lot of ovals and iRacing, only sort of entry level stuff, but it's more about where you put the car on the track than it is sort of speed and knowing that the inside line you can be faster, but you're not necessarily going to carry your speed. And it's a little bit more technical than I think people realise, especially when the whole turn left mentality comes into play. But it's great fun. It is great fun.
Yeah, I mean, of course, driver of the day last week, podium this week. I mean, the trend's there, surely on for the victory next week.
If I managed to stay with Duncan and Alex and hadn't screwed up my pit stop, I think I would have been in with a chance, because Alex dropped it at one point, and that's what actually allowed me to stay on the lead lap, sort of lap 92, 93, I think it was. So yeah, I mean, if he'd done that and we were together, I maybe things being well, but then traffic played a huge part. Came together with Adrian. I don't know what it was, but he was sort of a little bit jumpy. Maybe I was a bit close going around the bend, which caused an incident. So it's sort of at the fate of other people as well as your own sort of lacking skill.
Exactly. Lots of factors certainly make up over racing, but well done on your position tonight, despite, as I said, grabbing that penalty for yourself. Very well done. Excellent work, and I'm sure you'll go and enjoy the rest of your evening.
I will. Thank you very much, guys.
Well done, mate.
Thank
Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.
So there we go. Third place, Psycho Lizard, given his little bit of insight into oval racing. And as he said, Jamie, as we've discussed, oval racing isn't for the faint-hearted. And of course, there is certainly some tactics involved and some little nuances that perhaps people forget. But speaking of someone who's risen to the top in oval racing, is a man that loves a heads-gone. In the last 6 months has reformed his attitude to racing in Project Cars. Once uninstalled the game out of a sheer rage, but he's back with a vengeance. New look Took grabs himself a second place tonight. Good evening, Took.
Good evening, mate. You alright?
Well, don't ask me how I am. How are you after that, my friend?
Ooh, that was that was intense. I'm pretty sweaty, if I got to be honest. That was horrible, to be honest.
It's horrible, but it's your first ever podium, mate. You must be absolutely loving it.
I am absolutely thrilled to bits. Finally, I can move on and go and join another community now.
Oh, you can go do ice. You can go do iRacing now.
I can go to iRacing, yeah. Sack this off. Go play with the big boys.
Yeah, absolute scenes, mate. I mean, were you expecting that tonight?
No. I do prefer oval racing because
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of turning right.
Sure.
But no, I wasn't expecting that. So that was a nice surprise.
And it's been really interesting for us tonight because we have seen sort of some regular oval racers sort of rise to the top. So, talk us through your mentality for this type of racing, because it has become quite apparent tonight that it isn't just turning left.
No, it's not. It's keeping focused and kind of keeping your lines. If you can keep focused at all times, then you will prevail and you'll do well.
Yeah. You all seem to do well at the ovals too. What is it? Do you reckon that means you do so well in these races?
I don't know, mate. To be honest,
I
don't know.
Just take it though. Well done, mate.
I did. At certain points, there was more cars there in the air tonight than there was Saturday night in the Rocket League. So
Yeah.
that was a good thing.
Yeah, certainly was good fun on and off the track tonight. Well done, though, second place. And you probably deserve a nice cold shower after that one, so we'll let you go and enjoy that.
I think I'm.
Cheeky
Cheers,
beer
guys.
too, maybe, is it? Or...
Oh, it might be several, but the boss is
Several.
probably watching, so it'll be a Coke. So.
Yeah, cheeky little Coke. Yeah, and that wheel was only 20 quid.
Yeah, it's a tenner on eBay.
Cheers. All right, bye, mate.
Cheers, Took. So there we go, Tuka Happy Bunny in second place. And Jamie, it's great to see some new names on the podium this evening. However, you go to the top of it and there is one man standing there proud as ever, given his form recently in NoobGamerz races, and that is Alex Jameson, putting aside the woes of oval racing speciality and coming to the top once again. Alex, well done on your result tonight. Another first place. I imagine that was a slightly different race than what you're used to.
Yeah, very, very different indeed. Good fun. It was great sort of getting some wheel-to-wheel action with people. I think the driving standards in general were pretty high tonight, which was great. So it was good fun out there.
Yeah, I mean, for the first sort of, I don't know, almost 30, 40 laps, you and Duncan, I think it was, were just side by side constantly. I mean, it was such an impressive battle to watch. The focus needed to not have a collision was immense.
Yeah, it was definitely tough. But yeah, Duncan was driving really, really well. Top notch with driving standards. So it was relatively easy to avoid any contact with him. I think we were sort of just using the toe off each other where we could. Obviously we did spend a bit of time side by side as well. So obviously quite difficult to get an overrun on these cars with gearing on a default setup. It was really nice battling with him.
And we've heard a few tips and tricks from some of the people in the channel this evening, from the podium winners. And yourself, if you had to give one tip to people who like doing oval racing as to, how you can become successful, what would you say is the best thing to be looking to do in your racing?
Oh, it's a tough one. I'd say for me on the ovals, looking up the road and seeing what's going on quite far ahead is what you need to be doing. You need to be paying attention a long way ahead of you. a lot more than you normally do so on a standard circuit. And just watch out for any incidents and avoid them. I think keeping out of trouble is just the most important thing.
Yeah, well, you've done it again, and of course, this means you've secured the championship yet again, Alex. So a huge congrats for that. Let's not forget that. Fantastic work. My question is, are we going to see you back next season, or are you sort of done with this now? Is it too easy for you?
I'm unsure about whether I'll take part next season, to be honest. I've enjoyed being part of the community. It's really enjoyable, but I think there's a lot of emphasis on this being a sort of beginners to intermediate league at the moment. And I think for me personally, I've only been sim racing properly for about 6 months. This is only the second sort of season I've ever done. So I'm not really sure where I fit in, because I'm not really comfortable with creating my own setups, going into iRacing, sort of the time and energy needed to invest in that. But I'm not entirely sure whether I sort of fit in here anymore either, to be honest. I think I'll give it some thought at this moment. I think I'm sort of leaning more towards not taking part next season. But we'll see how things go.
Well, very honest as ever, Alex. Well done again once tonight. And I'm sure, given our links with a few other racing communities we can hook you up with should you want to test your mettle elsewhere. But hopefully this won't be the last of you that we see on our tracks, at least. But well done again tonight.
I'll definitely dip
we'll
in every now and then.
Good. That's what we like to hear. Great work again, Alex, tonight. Well done.
Fantastic. Cheers. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, Alex. Bye-bye. Well done.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The top three spoken to and accounted for. Incredible scenes here on and off the track tonight, as we said so many times tonight. Let's head over to the NoobGamerz ticket office, which gives Jamie an extra 10 seconds to muster up his driver of the day as we come to the very end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. So stick around for the one final question as we head over to the ticket office and see all the fans this evening streaming out. Let's get over there now. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, the Ethan t-shirt couldn't quite squeeze him in, shoehorn him into third place, but a fourth place finish for Ethan, of course, tonight. But speaking of good drivers of the day, Jamie, who's it going to be? Who are you crowning the final driver of the day for season 14?
I mean, so many options, isn't it? Ethan Duncan with the battle of the century to try and claim the hand of the fabled beauty and bride of wife of Duncan, or wife of question mark, we should probably call her now. Wife of apply here. But I got to do it. He snuck himself in right for his first ever podium. He's been with us since the very start. I mean, how can I not give it to Took?
I mean, yeah, great shout. Took, second place tonight. Incredible scenes. Well done to Took. Been here from the start and got himself a much well-deserved podium this evening for just, simply sticking at it and bearing with and, eventually getting the rewards he seeked. Jamie, I mean, I'm still almost a little bit on edge tonight. Tonight was crazy on and off the track. I mean, surely the NoobGamerz community can't get any better than what we experienced tonight.
That's a good point, actually. I'm going to retract that. I'm going to give driver of the day to JD Wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely insane off-track performance. Yeah. Absolute scenes. Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing, right? I mean, like you said, we're already getting excited about the birthday. We're only halfway through the year. We've got another 6 months to go.
Yeah,
it's going to be great. It's going to be great. So all we can say is, we are not worthy. Thank you for all the love and support. And, we hope that you're having as much fun as we are.
Exactly. I mean, we certainly are loving our roles here in the NoobGamerz community, bringing you all this live action each and every week. And of course, you can't get rid of us that easily, because we'll be back on Saturday for the grand final. What a week it's been. The final of season 14. Now we've got the final of the Rocket League event on Saturday, 8 PM, Jamie. Who the hell is going to win that?
Oh, God, who knows? Who knows? By, Overdone Pancake bigging up his Rocket League skills in chat, he'll certainly be having something to say about it, right? So yeah, tune in 8 o'clock Saturday night, Ryan. What else would you do on a Saturday night?
Exactly. What else is there to
Everything's
do?
shut, mate. Everything's shut.
Exactly. Got nowhere else to go. But anyway, you've got somewhere else to go now, and it might be, given the time, to bed, I guess, because we're all done here in the NoobGamerz Studios. We're closing down our doors for this evening. And again, once again, to the community, thank you for joining us tonight. It's been amazing. Jamie, thank you for joining me in the studio, my friend.
Thank you.
And of course, we'll be back on Saturday, 8 PM with our Rocket League finale. And I mean, I'm for one looking forward to diving into the Discord after this one, because I'm assuming it's going to be absolutely cray-cray. So if you're not in there, get in there now and see what's going on. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday. See you soon.